Hello, welcome to Circle Time Movement. Nicole here, and I live in northern Vermont. You might also live somewhere close by to me, or you might live far away. I am lucky enough to live where there are some black bears, and a friend of mine has shared some pictures with me of them. And I'm going to show them to you. So I'm going to share the screen, so you might not see me for a moment. Other things might pop up. And I'm going to start off showing the big black bear picture that I have. So you could see here that it's a pretty big bear, and it is from about a year ago. So this bear might even be larger now. Bears, 80% of their diet comes from plants. So most of what they eat is from plants. And you can see that that bear is walking around, and there are some plants around that bear. So it might be eating some of the plants that are around. Um, and you can't totally see the face, but right here, I don't know if my mouse is moving where you could see, right here are the lips of the bear. And bears do a lot of their picking of the plants that they eat with their lips. So they pick berries with their lips, where you and I might use our hands, our fingers to pick berries. The bears use their lips. So if you wanted to be like a bear, you can have a plate out, or maybe a paper towel or a napkin, and you might put some berries on top and just see if you can pick the berries up with your lips and eat it. Or also, to be like a bear, you might eat lots of plants. You might eat some leaves that we call salad. Grizzly bears, they're very famous for eating salmon. So if you like salmon, you can eat some fish and be like a grizzly bear. I'm going to now show a baby bear. And let's see where that little baby is. Right there. Oh, and look at that little baby bear. You could definitely see this baby bear's lips and its tongue. There's its little tongue and its lips. It's so cute. And the baby bears, they're known as cubs. So the adult bears, the mom and the dad, when they have babies, they're called cubs. So you might, think of yourself as a cub. However, you're all probably not babies, or you wouldn't be doing circle time movement, but you know what I mean. You're a young bear. And that bear was also surrounded by lots of green, lots of leaves and trees. Now I'm going to show an adolescent bear. So not quite a mom or a dad, but not a baby. More like some older brothers or sisters, maybe more like a teenager. So definitely not quite as large as the big mommy or daddy bear that we saw, not quite as fat. This is it's a younger bear. So, and I think it's eating some leaves, and we get to see a picture of that, or it's sniffing. It looks like there's a tree that's down, some bark that's down, so it might even be eating some bugs or insects. And bears eat 90 pounds a day on average. And, we know that in the wintertime they're hibernating, so they're sleeping, they're not eating. So they eat a lot during the summer every day to get ready for winter. So 90 pounds is probably a lot more than you weigh. It might even be one or two of you, like of your weight. And again, it's mostly fruits and vegetables, some bugs and insects, maybe some fish and other animals, but for the most part, bears really, they're super plant-based with their diet. They're very good to the earth. Bears, they have all that fur on their body. And in the winter, it's really thick because it keeps them warm like a blanket. Because, like I said, they're mostly sleeping in winter. So they have lots and lots of fur on their body. And in the summertime, in the springtime when they wake up and come out, and in the summertime they get really hot because they're wearing all that fur. So one way that helps them get ready or shed that fur and be ready for summer is scratching their fur. And they do that mostly against trees. So first I'm just gonna show you a picture that we have of a tree that was scratched by a bear. So bears have a few things that they do, a few reasons why they would scratch a tree. And one reason might be to let other animals know that they're there, that they're around. Another reason might be to scratch the tree to have the sap, the liquid or the juices inside the tree come out, because they like to drink or lick that up. And sometimes it's to reveal bugs, because they do like to eat insects and bugs. But like I was saying, their fur is so heavy and warm in the summertime that they have to rub against trees to lose that fur, to release that fur. I'm going to show you a little video about that, but first I just want to make sure that you can see this picture. I'm not, because I seem to have blocked that screen share. So hopefully you got to see that. I'll make sure, I'll watch this video again to make sure that you got to see that. And now I'm going to go back to screen share to get the video. I sent the video to myself so I could show it to you when we were meeting now. Let's go here. Sometimes it takes me a while to remember how to get places when I'm doing that screen share. So yeah, let's see. Oh, let's get rid of the advertisements. And let's see if we can make this larger. Oh, here we go.
It's becoming warmer, and the bears are keen to shed their thick winter coats. Mothers show the cubs what to do about this. They'll soon catch on. Some trees, it seems, are particularly suitable for rubbing. Bears have their favourites and will travel long distances to visit them. Some itches just have to be scratched. There are now around 30 bears in this one valley. As they rub, each leaves an individual and recognizable scent. So the tree soon carries a list of who's around, which might help individuals to avoid a fight. To best spread their scent, they really have to put their back into it.
Isn't that silly, the way that they do that? I really love that little video clip because it shows you how bears really do scratch their whole body on a tree. So, you know, it's just so fun to pretend or to try to do. You could pretend that you're a bear. I have a wall here. It's not a tree, but you can go outside where there's a tree, or you can go up to a wall that your parents or your family's okay with you having your body on, and you can see what it's like. Can you scratch your back on the tree? It's so fun to do. And I really enjoyed seeing the little cubs learning how to do that. That's so great. You know, mom showed them and they gave it a try, and they did it their own little way, and they're learning and figuring it out. Um, those bears were in Colorado, and the bears that I showed you are in Vermont. Or so they're not, the same bear. They're different bears. And the bears that I showed you are black bears, and it looked as though most of the bears we saw um, were brown. So I'm wondering if they're maybe grizzly bears. There are so many different kinds of bears. I don't even know them all. So I've learned that through all of this bear themed fun, I want to know more about bears on my own. I'm going to start looking in and researching to see all the different kinds that there are, and how many different colors there might even be. It's fun to know that some are black and some are brown and some are white. I know polar bears are white, their fur is white. And I remember a fun fact I learned in school was if you shaved their fur, their skin is actually black. So that's kind of neat too. So just like people come in all different sizes and colors, bears come in all different sizes and colors. And no matter where they all do that same shedding of the fur and scratching their bodies on the trees and eating plants and being outside and being a family just like you're a family, and being community members just like you're a community member. Well, I hope you found this really fun, and maybe I've inspired you to also want to know more about bears. Um, there's so much to know about the world around us, and I encourage you to go outside today and go up to a tree and see if you maybe want to give it a hug or a smell, maybe scratch your back on it, and just have fun with that tree. Trees are such great gifts that we have here on our planet Earth. All right, bye.